What's up, witches? It's the Lunar Priest, and today we're talking about the Hanged One. But before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me to continue making content, and I really like to do that. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. The Hanged One is the 12th tarot key of the major arcana, and it is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusion, deception, dreaminess, subconscious realms, manipulation, spirituality, conscious philosophy, so many things, right? And the Hanged One is relaying that we are exploring alternative outlooks, we're exploring perceptions, we're looking at our conscious state, and we're choosing to alter it in some way. And if we're not choosing to alter it in some way, then the universe will alter it for us by placing us in a position of discomfort, or different resources available, different external stimuli, a lack of external stimuli. Something has changed in our environment, putting us in an altered position or state from what we previously were in. We may feel like we're waiting on something, like something's not happening, like it's just uncomfortable, like we're just spiritually learning things and it's not showing any results. We could feel like we're being bullied in a way. We could feel like we're being lied to, manipulated, deceived. Things are being kept from us. We're feeling a little bit insecure. There's all of these uncomfortable feelings that can arise in the unknown. But the unknown is the most important key here. The Hanged One is actually an initiation into some state of evolution. We are going to change something about ourselves that is no longer sustainable for our path forward on our highest and best manifestation, as the tarot is always a tool to reflect and help us evolve. So looking at the cards surrounding the Hanged One can give us examples of how this is manifesting for us, what we need to pay attention to so we can turn this boat around or flip ourselves back on our feet in the most graceful, easy, beautiful way possible, right? The Hanged One also is associated with Jesus Christ because there's this element of sacrifice there. There's this element of connection to higher realms, not totally being understood by the community, being outcasted even, being put into extremely uncomfortable situations. There's the storyline of going into a cave for 3 days, dying, coming back to life. There's all of these symbols that are very, I guess, on par with the Hanged One and what it might feel like for the participant in the Hanged One's lessons, because it's almost like we might not feel very understood in those times. We may feel like we're only like being guided by a force bigger than us, and we have to really trust and lean into that. The Hanged One does allow us to expand on philosophy. It brings new practices. It brings new silences in for us to explore and to create new things. It reminds us of our aliveness because things around us, wow, literally kind of go dark, right? So kind of looking at that side of things can help us to better understand that when times are uncomfortable and when times are not going as planned, there is an actual bigger thing that we should just surrender and go with the flow, and sitting back and writing it out and staying fluid and staying open is going to help us most in those times. Not trying to escape in harmful ways is very important during those times, as Neptune is associated with Pisces, and Pisces can be quite the escape artist via harmful mechanisms sometimes. So this is not a good time to test the waters with your ability to escape for the sake of comfort, because you'll likely just bring more discomfort and prolong your lessons and possibly get yourself into a situation that does not lead you into a good space. The yurt is really windy right now or it's really windy around the yurt right now. Now, when the Hanged One is inversed, it can mean that things are starting to be more understood, that discomfort might still be around, but things are kind of going back to normal, if you will. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the comfort and the love and all that are back in flow. If we're pulling the Hanged One about love, this can be like not a great time to make big choices or to try to solidify anything or to try to push any boundaries or put labels and boxes on things. It's a better time to bond over outlook and spirituality and perception and to go within. the discomfort is helping you evolve and advance in a way that, you know, codependency is not going to help you. And that's just kind of like the truth about that. It can also mean that you're exploring new states of consciousness side by side with someone if it's coming up in a love reading. But overall, I would say the Hanged One is just not a very good time to make like big choices. It's more about handing the reins over to something bigger and to form a bond with the universe in that capacity. I hope you guys liked this video. As per usual, the tarot is 100% up for interpretation. If anything didn't serve you in this video, just leave it right where it is. And if you have anything that you would like to share about the Hanged One, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Until next time, bye!